Into order. Stand for Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Larkey,
Here.
Councilmember White,
Here.
Councilmember Powell, Councilmember Pryan, Councilmember Kraft,
Here.
Councilmember McCallum,
Here.
Councilmember Goff, Councilmember Lawson,
Here.
Councilmember Richardson.
Here. We have a quorum. First item, you're up.
All right, we're going to do two exercises as part of this evening's festivities. And the first one will be, I'll pass this out and then we'll go through it. How's that?
Yeah, leave me one. Thank you.
Oh, oh, you got a box. Okay. Oh.
Throwing stuff everywhere. Thank you.
All right, folks, this 4-page packet that I've handed out to you is broken up into some departments that are in the city, and then the last one is not departments. The last page has other areas, which is just different areas and initiatives that we are either in the middle of or have considered. And so, or, you know, there's stuff that doesn't fit in another category is in there as well. So what I'm asking you to do is there are two blanks next to everything that's listed here. The first one, I'd like for you to give me an approval score on how you feel the city's doing, just based on your understanding of how we handle those services, or if you want to take it from the perspective of how you think the residents feel we're doing, that's fine too. Okay, and so I'd like you to give us an approval score of 1 to 5 on each of these services. 5 being the best, it's great, awesome. 1 being we really need to work on it. We're not doing a good enough job. Okay.
You say 5?
5 good, 1 bad. And so that's the first part of this. And then in each of these sections, there's a public works section, a fire section, a police section, BEMA. I wanted to focus on BEMA a little bit to get your feedback on that. Community development, economic development, and then there's the other areas. In each of those sections, it's numbered how many there are, right? And so I want you to rank those from first, as in this is the highest priority for us right now, to either whether it's, you know, we need to improve it the most, or you just think it's the thing that the residents depend on the most, or however you want to rank that. Just rank it 1 to 11, realizing that number 11 doesn't make it bad or not important. It just, compared to the other things in that list, rank it. So for public works, there's 11 things. Fire, we've got 7 things identified. Police, there's 8. And so just rank each of those, if you don't mind, within the departments. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Everybody tracking? Okay, so I'd like you to take a few minutes, it may take more than a few minutes, just to give us the approval score and then give us the ranking in each of these sections. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of that from each of you, and I'm not going to try to get it to you tonight, but we're going to aggregate the data so that way you guys can have a score sheet on overall how you think things are performing, and then prioritization-wise what you think is our highest priority to deal with. All right? This is going to help us in the budget process, I believe. Now, it may not be 100% all-inclusive of everything we do, but it's pretty good. Okay? So I'll give you time to do that.
Let's see. What time is it now?
Councilmember White, I want to remind you that we do not like filibustering here.
What did he say? I didn't even hear what he said. No.
I got one. My fancy pen. Actually, it's a good one.
On BEMA, number 4, you just want, because you got fireplace standalone. You want? I don't know if you want it written one way or the other, or.
Not to interrupt you guys, question from Councilmember White was under the BEMA category on page 2. The fourth one says fire, comma, police, comma, or standalone, and that's our, what do you suggest? Should BEMA be under fire? Should BEMA be under police, or should BEMA stand on its own?
Okay. Let's see.
Bottom.
Just because this is, that always has to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely looking for other things.
Yeah. Makes sense at all.
No way of knowing about that one.
guys don't have to whisper.
It's messing me up because I'm trying to listen to you. So my numbers might be all messed up here, so.
But you passed the public works one, so it's all good.
Yeah, I did, I passed that. That's when you started talking when I passed that.
We're like the commercial tiny Troy, we're always working. Too long?
No, nothing like that.
That'd be so long, you wanted to make?
No.
A couple of these are tied. Let you know, you're gonna see some tied.
Add them together and split it in half. Like putting something in the lots down here. Infilling a vacant lot or surrounded by something else. I assume that's what you.
Oh, shoot.
When do we get those phone calls tomorrow?
Okay.
prefer multiple choice in the future.
You know, if I were really advanced, I'd put it all on the phone and I'd just bring it up on the screen and say, all right, play around with your phone.
Yeah.
Technology does exist. I should have done that. Yeah, that's
It's difficult for me to judge some of this stuff because I've never been to the jail or that kind of stuff, so I have no idea.
What's the perspective of how the jail's doing?
I try not
From,
to
depends
be put
upon
in
what
it.
perspective you,
If you're done, I'll take one. Yeah. You're done? Play? It's too late. These are set.
Oh shit, I forgot to make my changes, dang it.
My team sucks so bad, there's nothing I can do. I set my lineup and I'm just sad.
Don't worry, but I would like, approval, definitely don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Oh shit, I already got 16 points.
Ooh.
Dang, I'm good.
One player or multiple?
I don't know, I haven't got that far.
There was only one I think that was actually pretty.
well, in jail, I took
That
the
was
positions
defense,
of the
Charles
inmates.
Lamb, or whatever his name is, Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
C. Lamb.
Cameron?
And what's Lamb's first name? C.D. Lamb.
Oh,
Sedarius.
who's
There it is.
Cameron Lamb? Was that a football player? Or basketball player? Never mind.
Hey,
I
I'm
can
playing my
Google it.
wife. I'm playing my wife this week too. I know. I know.
Oh, not an athlete at all. Oops.
Winter storm warning issued around Springfield and Ozark, down to Arkansas.
Really? Winter storm warning.
4 inches of snow down there.
They got 4 inches already?
No, that's what they're expecting. 4 inches of snow in a 12-hour time period.
I'll go look at it. I have to like look at them in connection to each other.
Oh,
So were you worried we weren't going to tournament? Were you worried we weren't going to tournament? For when? Homework. Exactly. We have to do it right now, I'm telling you. Yes. I didn't want any cheating or commiserating. That's fair.
That hurt.
All right, the next one I'm going to hand out is called a ward needs discussion. And essentially what I'm going to ask you guys to do is identify stuff in your own ward or just stuff citywide. You don't have to just stick to your own ward, but I've got it separated by ward, so we put it in your ward. What are some things that you feel like after this year's round of ward discussions in town halls are things we need to start addressing that we are not already addressing? Does that make sense?
That we're not already.
That we're not already working on. You know, there are a lot of, for instance, last year we went through the ward meetings and we identified a bunch of things that the community wanted us to work on. We've been working on a lot of those. We pointed out during the ward meetings this year what we've kind of done to start working on those. But what are we not working on that we've identified from this year that we need to make sure, or if it's even something from last year that you think we overlooked? I just want to make sure that we're being as responsive as we can. So I'm going to pass these out.
Do you want us to include things that are planned but maybe not presently being worked on?
I think we're working on addressing them, like for instance homelessness. I'd say we're already working on it.
Okay.
Most everything has been discussed. Streets,
If you think we're good, then that's fine. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything.
streets.
So you understand, I just want to make sure we're not missing something. I want to make sure that we have identified the needs of the constituents here. That's the whole point of this one, is to make sure that nothing's falling through the cracks. So we went through all of our meetings, we heard feedback again this year, and what are we still not addressing based on what we've heard? Is there anything? If there isn't, that's fine. I mean, I would hope that we are working on everything,
It's so much, yeah, we're working on, got so much going on.
but
A lot of things that, like repairing streets, but we already know all that.
we're working on that, correct? Yes.
Well, let's see, I could put traffic, I won't use the word speed humps, but I could use
No,
Traffic control measures.
traffic control measures.
we're working on that though.
Calming.
We're working on that though.
We have a sidewalk plan.
a
We're working
sidewalk
on
plan.
finding a funding source, yes. That is in process, I would say.
Tourism. Homeless.
I'll put traffic control areas in various subdivisions.
All right. You're more than welcome to. It's your sheet.
Yeah.
Say, I know I can put down by Wanda's house.
We've hit so much.
He said, "Oh."
Does need it there.
The same people complain about the same
We've
thing.
hit so much. Why did I get the low chair?
No? Put it down anyway.
Put down what you want. That's fine.
He's just gonna cross it out
This is essentially controlled brainstorming here, guys, based on what your feedback has been through the town hall specifically, but even if it's something that's not town hall related, if we're missing it, we need to know about it.
I just put my wish list down.
You're not writing to Santa.
When I see Jazz Club, I'm going to know who wrote that.
I'm gonna put that one down.
And sports arena?
That one's already down.
I don't even want to write this because we're working on it, but.
How about this? I'll go ahead and include this. If there's something that we're working on and you're not quite happy with the direction it's going and think we need to change direction, then I'd even take that, because I want to know what people's perspectives are.
Kick the field goal. Mm-hmm.
All right, let me ask the question. The purpose of this list is just to make sure we have everything encompassed?
I'm trying to make sure that we are addressing everything that has been identified as a need for us to address.
Because as a reminder, I had emailed you after the town hall just a
You did.
brief recap.
Yep.
So to be honest, I'm just kind of copying that down. But I guess the reason I asked that question is because some of these are probably not as big of a priority as some of the things that we're already working on. Hence why we're already working on them. So.
And a lot of the things that were identified from my perspective during these town hall meetings were individual specific issues for residents, right? Like their neighbor had a problem with a vehicle, or weren't keeping their house up, or somebody speeding through my street. You know what I mean? That type of thing was the big stuff that was different, other than stuff from my perspective, that we're already working on. But I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. How about that?
Sure. I got a couple things, but again, I just
Fair
wanted
enough.
to clarify.
Hey, it's your list.
I know I'm still writing, but I really wasn't. I'm good.
4 times the work, the rest of us.
Hold on, I'm done.
Still working?
No, I'm done here.
Well, this went even quicker than I expected. So that was essentially the budget workshop for this one. I just wanted, again, we're gonna compile this data. We'll have it available for you guys. I'll send it out via email. Anybody wants to see it, obviously it's public record. So that way we'll have this identified as we go forward with the other workshops and the rest of the budgeting process.
When's the next budget meeting?
We're slated for the 14th.
December 14th.
but
We
may-
haven't decided if it's 6 or 7 p.m., so do stay tuned.
Do we want to? We'll talk.
Okay. As of now, it's the 14th at 6.
Yeah, we may move it. So, but if we don't, we don't. We'll let you know. I
Fair
know it's
enough.
a busy time, so.
It's a busy time of year for everybody. So, all right, folks, thank you. I appreciate that.
Anything else?
Go for it.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned.